Good morning. This South Shore's Morning News rolls on. Rob Hakala with the morning team, and it's Tuesday, so that means it's South Shore Chamber of Commerce time, and there he is in studio with us as always, President and CEO of the South Shore Chamber of Commerce, Tim Cahill. Tim, good morning to you.
Good morning, Rob. I wish I was in every Tuesday. I fail occasionally to get in here, but we've got our infamous app that allows me to call in from anywhere in the country.
Anywhere from an undisclosed location.
But I'm happy to be in studio with a very nice guest with us, Pam Denholm, who runs the South Shore Food Bank. I know she's been a guest in the past, but given the uncertainty, given the challenges in Washington, the government shutdown, we thought it would be timely for Pam to come in because she's faced with challenges beyond her normal set of challenges. So I will turn it over to Pam and you, Rob.
Oh, absolutely. Tim, thank you so much. And Pam, good morning. It is good to see you in the studio. I know we've spoken on the phone several times over the years, but it's great to have you in the studio. And as Tim mentioned, boy, as I was mentioning the first thing when you came in, you have a difficult job in general. I would imagine the executive director, South Shore Food Bank. We know the need is so real, and now we're hearing the need is even greater, and there are more difficulties. So, Pam, first of all, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me, Rob, and thank you, Tim. I serve on the board of the South Shore Chamber, and it's been such a phenomenal experience, so I'm delighted to be here. Our challenges at this time of year are enormous. It gets super busy around the holidays. Cold weather sets in, and heating bills start to pile on to already stretched budgets. And so, traditionally this is a time of year where food pantries around Massachusetts are busier than normal. And now with the pending SNAP crisis, it's even more so. The news was announced on Friday, and Saturday distribution, we saw an uptick by 40%, more neighbors coming to us. 40%. Okay. So, in numbers, we would usually serve around 160 families on a Saturday, and this past Saturday we served well over 200 families who are just, the anxiety at the distribution was high. People are stressed and very worried.
Well, explain just for all of us, Pam, what is going on in terms of the SNAP benefits? What is going to happen, or what is happening?
So the shutdown of the federal government will be affecting SNAP benefits for November. Our neighbors have received their benefits for October, and I want to say to neighbors who receive SNAP benefits, please don't rush to the store and spend all of those SNAP dollars. They're not going to be taken away. They are yours. They are on your card. So act now. Go to find your local food pantry, get to know the folks, register with them, see what they have to offer, and try as far as possible to leverage local pantries to supplement what you are able to do with those dollars and stretch them. And I'm asking local business partners and community partners too. I mean, we're working with state agencies, we're working with nonprofits, we're working with food pantries to try and rise up to this occasion to make sure no neighbor goes hungry. But local businesses can help too. Spread the information amongst your staff members. You never know what situation somebody's living with, or if they have a family member who is receiving SNAP benefits. So, just share information and encourage folks to reach out to local food pantries. And for our community, this is a time for community. So please, if you can, make a monetary donation. That's always best because we have great buying power, food pantries do, and we can really stretch those dollars. But also it helps us fill in gaps so we don't end up with, 5 shelves of peanut butter and very little else.
I was going to say, because that's, there are probably certain things that you get maybe too much of. You're right. But the monetary donations would be, again, anybody listening this morning, that would be the first option, the best option for you guys?
The best option. And if you would like to give food, we welcome it. Food, it never, ever goes to waste. We always make sure that every last morsel gets into the hands of somebody who needs it. And then we're gearing up. So we're looking at distributions and increased hours of operation and increased access. We're going to need more volunteers. So reach out to your local food pantry if you have some available time to see how you can help. It may be in the off hours sorting donations and date checking things. It may be helping at a distribution or doing a food drive even, within your community. As you're going door to door knocking for candy, maybe there's some way that you can collect food for your local food pantry at the same time and drop it off.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're looking also for manpower as well? Is that always needed?
It is always needed.
Okay.
Food pantries run on volunteers.
Yeah.
They're our workforce. They're our heroes. They help us get the job done. So,
now, Pam, if there is some type of, not that we know, but if there was an agreement made in the government, what would be the lag time for people to get their benefits? How does that work? Do you know?
We're anticipating that there will be no benefits for Massachusetts residents in November.
Wow.
So that'll
Okay.
be 1 million Massachusetts residents affected. And most of those residents are children, seniors, people with disabilities, our most vulnerable population and neighbors. So it's really heartbreaking. And it's coming at a time of year where we're all gathering around a table to feast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just an added layer of stress for the holidays, which can already be isolating if you are, living.
Well, I was going to say the stress and the uncertainty would make it difficult to plan for anybody, and who absorbs all those issues? Because you talked about, the increase in 40%. I would imagine any organization would be hard to take that increase.
Oh, for sure. SNAP benefits, allow people to shop for 10 times more groceries than what food pantries can provide. That's to give you some context. So food pantries cannot pick up the slack for an indeterminate amount of time. We can rally, we can gather community, and we can soften the blow for sure. But we need our Congress to get back to the table and to figure this out.
Boy.
Yeah, we've all sort of. It's in the back of our mind and the front of our mind that the federal government shut down. Sometimes it doesn't impact, and I know I haven't felt any personal impacts.
No, yeah.
And a lot of people haven't. So you just go through your daily life, and you don't even know, unless you're watching the news, that there is a shutdown.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
now it's starting to hit home because these programs are now on the chopping block. As of November, and like Pam said, we're getting into the holiday season where it's even more difficult to manage. So hopefully, as Pam said, the Republicans and Democrats get together and figure out how to reopen. It's the one job really that they're supposed to do is run government. We can question how they run it.
No.
But the basic bottom line is it's got to run.
Yeah, work out something.
And it's certainly been funded. Our tax dollars are being collected, so there's money going in.
That doesn't get postponed.
No, the money's going in,
Yeah.
and we just need them to turn the key and say, all right, we'll at least get the basics back. We can debate some of the extraneous issues that they want to debate on spending, but the basics like SNAP programs, like food, like shelter.
Because it depends on different, I heard, Pam, different states, it depends on different things. Is that true or not? Can states help or individually? Or is it
There
dependent?
are some states that I think are going to try and fund SNAP benefits for residents.
Yeah.
So, here in Massachusetts, like I said, 1 million people are going to be affected, and they're going to be visiting food pantries and relying on food pantries for assistance. And so we just really need a solution to come out of Washington.
Yeah.
This is a humanitarian issue. It's no longer a political issue for us on the ground.
Yeah.
These are
You see
people
it
we
every
care
day.
about. Yeah.
Well, that's important. I think it's hugely important in general. We had planned this, a while back to have Pam in, and then of course, situations change, and this is important to kind of to put a spotlight on it. So, Pam, what can people out there that are in the position to do and to help? Those of you, and then we'll tell if you're in need. But first, let's start with people that want to help and do things. They have the means. Maybe there's people from companies listening. What can people do? How do they act?
Well, companies have a workforce, so they can disseminate information about how to weather the storm, or maybe set up some volunteer groups at local food pantries. Residents can go onto websites. I know it's southshorefoodbank.org. You can either go and find your local a link to your local food pantry's website, or you can, support us with a monetary donation. You can do a food drive. We have hours of operation Monday to Friday. You can drop off food for the local network. You can visit Greater Boston Food Bank too to find out how you can support them. So really, there's so many ways for you to get involved and to make a difference.
All right. And for those, Pam, that are finding themselves that are in need, what is, again, some advice for them to navigate this? What advice would you tell those people?
Yeah, please don't wait to reach out to your local food pantry. Get to know the folks over there right now. You can find them by visiting our website again, southshorefoodbank.org, and greaterbostonfoodbank.org has a phenomenal Find Your Local Food Pantry app as well. So find your local organization, reach out, find out when their distribution days are, go down there, meet the folks, and use what's available at a food pantry to supplement your SNAP dollars so that we can try and get you over the hump.
Very important stuff.
Very good. This is part of our chamber. You know, we talk about businesses, but it's human life, and Pam and her team do a great job, as well as so many of our nonprofits, sort of filling the gaps.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what we're going to try to do, is fill the gap on the local level. I mean, we don't have to wait for Washington to solve our problems. We solve them ourselves. That's all. And that's what we're going to try to do on the South Shore.
Supporting each other. And Pam Denholm is the Executive Director of South Shore Food Bank. Pam, thank you for coming in. And, of course, part of the South Shore Chamber of Commerce segment with Tim Cahill, President and CEO, South Shore Chamber of Commerce. Tim and Pam, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you very much.